Faced with numerous challenges, but we have achieved a lot. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission boss, Mr. Ibrahim Magu, appears before the federal lawmakers today in what may be called an account of stewardship by the anti-graft agency. And the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party in Nigeria, has come hard on the ruling All Progressives Congress True Federalism agenda, saying the party in power is just plain lip service to the restructuring clamor by Nigerians. And thanks for joining in, everyone. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimbaloye in Lagos. We have news stories and updates coming in everywhere. Well, let's get started and let's get straight to it, everyone, shall we? We begin by checking out some of your other political stories we're following for you.
Former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Olisa Metu, who is standing trial for alleged money laundering linked with former National Security Advisor Colonel Sambo Dasuki, was carried to the court today following a threat by Justice Okon Abang to revoke his bail if he fails to appear in court. At this proceeding, Mr. Metu is in court, but in the most unusual way, on a stretcher. However, the judge admitted Mr. Metu to bail after. Counsel to Mr. Metu, Mr. Onyechi Beazu, asked for a month adjournment to enable his client get the necessary medical treatment he requires.
It has become scandalous.
The former governor of Imo State, Dr. Ikedio Hakim, has once again declared his ambition to run for the #1 seat in Imo State in 2019 under the umbrella of the People's Democratic Party. Hakim made his intentions known during a media parley with journalists at his residence in Owerri, the Imo State capital.
Based on pressure from people to run for governor of Imo State for a second term.
Mr. Hakim is, however, unhappy with the non-payment of some judges in the state, which he has threatened to lead a protest should their salaries not be paid before March.
I will personally lead a protest. And if he means going naked, I will go naked on Wetra Road to press in this demand.
The Imo State government has reacted to the claims by the former governor, asking him not to play politics with the welfare of the judges.
The judiciary is not a melting point for political activities because activism is not rascality.
And the former Chief of Air Staff, Lieutenant General Alani Akinrinade, has re-echoed the need for Nigerians to embrace comprehensive restructuring to allow Nigeria rise to a full potential. He stated that a strong federal system may not be able to serve Nigeria alone if peace is to be maintained in all parts of the nation. To him, unless we build the substructure properly, survival of the nation may just be a mirage.
I'm not too sure that a strong federal system can ever serve Nigeria. And I think unless we build this substructure properly, there is really no right for us to be talking about the superstructure. It's not going to work.
Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned. So today, the acting chairman of Nigeria's anti-graft agency, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Magu, is not new to appearing before the legislature. At least he has been there on an occasion earlier in the year. This time around, his appearance is to brief the House of Representatives on the efforts made so far in the recovery of looted funds. Mr. Magu was defending his agency's budget before the lawmakers at a budget defense session convened by the House of Representatives Committee on Financial Crimes on Monday at the National Assembly in Abuja. He also briefed the committee on the performance of the 2017 budget of the anti-graft agency, as well as his budget for 2018. Mr. Magu says that the major challenge in the implementation of the capital estimate was the late and insufficient release of funds appropriated. He lamented that funds have not been released for the furnishing of the new head office complex of the agency, expected to be handed over in March, and sought the intervention of the lawmaker. listen to how much the EFCC says he has recovered so far in the last year, 2017.
In the course of the outgoing financial year 2017, the Commission achieved commendable milestone in asset recovery effort. The total recovery made by the Commission for the period January to December 2017 are about 473.06 billion. The USD is 98 million US dollars. The Great Britain is 294. The European is 7.24 million. Dirham is 443,000 dirham. And South African rand.
But then, are you impressed with the anti-graft agency's delivery, considering the fact that one of the promises and the agenda of the ruling APC government is to fight corruption hard? And considering some of the politics surrounding the appointment of Mr. Magu and the recent court judgment, well, everyone, let's get to the conversation and get perspectives on this matter. My panel is already set for the program tonight. My guest tonight, a former Minister of Works and a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party here in our Lagos studio and from our Abuja studio, a policy and governance expert and a former member of the House of Representatives, Dr. West Idahosa. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Let's get started, shall we, everyone? Let me begin with the former minister here. Thank you so much, Senator Ogunlewe, for your time on the program tonight.
My pleasure.
How would you assess the EFCC based on the list of recoveries? They said they've made recoveries of over 500 billion Nigerian naira over the last, in 2017. How would you assess their performance?
Honestly, it's an incredible effort. And one should congratulate EFCC for this level of achievement. And I think, but for certain areas where they have already left out some people who were caught in the net too. There was the registrar of the Supreme Court who was alleged to have mismanaged 2.5 billion naira. And the two of them were taken to court, but just by magic, the case was discontinued. We have so many other, like the minor case too, minor gate too. They shouldn't have allowed that one to happen. The man came to Nigeria. He talked about trillions of naira, but suddenly he has disappeared. These are the areas of concern to Nigerians. But by and large, one must give a lot of credit to the effort of Mr. Magu.